Good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, August 1st, and you may or may not know what that means, but it is time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, getting ready for hot Wrestlemania. It's me, Jeremy Perez. Welcome, one and all. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And today's show, like I said, hot WrestleMania Summerslam. This is the first 2-day Summerslam event. It will be going, well, you know what? We're going to get into all of that. Go on. Hit my music. All right. Hot WrestleMania. You know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So, hot WrestleMania is going down this weekend. It is, like I said, is the first 2-day WrestleMania going down at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Cardi B is the host. This will actually be the fourth SummerSlam being hosted in East Rutherford. SummerSlam 89, 97, and 07 were all hosted in East Rutherford. What was that 07 SummerSlam? This one was held at the Continental Airlines Arena. What was that card? Let me see. Okay, pre-show Lance Cage, Trevor Murdoch beat the Rab, Paul and Brian Kendrick, King beat Finley, Umaga beat Carlito. This is not a bad show. The main event was, of course, Cena beating Randy Orton. But I died. Triple H beat King Booker. What? Okay. Let's get into Hot WrestleMania 2025. But before we get into that, we gotta look at last year's show. Last year took place in Cleveland. I do not remember it going down in Cleveland at all. It had 7 matches. It had 7 matches. Your biggest show of the summer had 7 matches. Oh my God. Liv beat Rhea to retain the Women's World Championship. This was Dom turned on Rhea. I do remember that. Bron beat Sami Zayn to win the Intercontinental Championship. I do not remember a lot of this. LA Knight beat Logan Paul to win the United States Championship. Nia Jax defeated Bayley to win the Women's Championship. This was Nia Jax winning, getting her title match from winning Queen of the Ring. Drew McIntyre defeated CM Punk. Seth Rollins was the special guest ref. Gunther defeated Damian Priest by technical submission. This was him winning the King of the Ring. Damian Priest lost mainly because of Finn Balor in the main event. Cody Rhodes defeated Solo Sikoa in a Bloodline Rules match, retaining the undisputed WWE Championship. I don't even remember that. Like, that's just trivia. Solo Sikoa main evented SummerSlam. It's above me. I do not remember any of that. But let's get into this year's show. Like I said, it is 2 nights, and we have 12 matches scheduled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 12 matches. It's dumb. It's really stupid. I'm tired of talking about this. I really am. Let's get into the card. The show is broken down into night 1 and night 2. So let's look at night 1. What do we have scheduled? First up, we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and this is pretty much the rubber match between these two. Sami is looking to get some retribution on Karrion Kross after months and months of Kross trying to get inside Sami's head backstage, telling me you're not good enough. Stop lying to these people. Zayn beat Kross at Night of Champions, and then Kross won recently on Raw. he's attacked Sami multiple times, and this is leading up to this match. Sami was even cost a spot in the number one contenders gauntlet match due to Karrion Kross. So here we are. It's so weird, right? Seeing Karrion Kross go from not being used on TV, not having any matches, and Lord knows when, to randomly just being in a solid feud against one of your go-to guys in Sami Zayn. Like I said, this is the rubber match, so I am expecting these two to really shine. And word on the street is Kross's contract is coming up. He's got new gear, he's got new merchandise, but like, is he coming back? I'm just going to take Sami Zayn to win here. At some point, Sami's got to get over the hump and win the big one. Then we have, let's go with, we're just going to order how I have it on my screen. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. So Seth Rollins is hurt, and with Seth being out, Paul Heyman is taking the reins to lead the Brons, and with him also being gone, Bron and Bronson have been able to show a lot of personality. It's benefited them with Seth not being there. There's not much for them to do, so we pivoted to calling Reigns back from whatever vacation he was on, and he asked his cousin for this match, be my partner and help me take on Bron and Bronson and Paul Heyman, who's now going by the Oracle. So he's been an advocate, he's been a wise man, and now he is the Oracle. So remember, this all goes back to quote unquote Heyman betraying Roman, and no, he did not betray Roman. Roman is always presented as the good guy here, and he's just not. I don't think Heyman did anything wrong. So since being in line with Roman's, probably the number one threat that Roman has always had, the man that he cannot defeat in Seth Rollins, and Seth is backed up by Bron and Bronson, and Bron and Bronson also have, heat with Jay. So this should be a really fun and entertaining match. The real question is, can you have Bron and Bronson lose this match? That is very tough to answer. Like, Roman just came back. Can he lose his first match back? You know what I mean? Can Jay suffer a loss? Yes. You have to keep Bron and Bronson looking strong. Like, we don't know if Seth is really injured or if he's just playing, but I gotta go with Bron and Bronson to win this match. We can continue the storyline. I thought Roman was a SmackDown guy, but whatever. We can continue this at least till whatever the next Saudi show is. This could run for a few more months. We can get multiple one-on-one matches. Jay and Bron running it back, Jay and Bronson, and then see how Roman does against Bron and Bronson. That's like money right there. But I'm gonna take Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker to win this match. Then we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line, as the Judgment Day team of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez will be defending against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And I do not understand how Charlotte and Alexa just got this match. They lost the Fatal 4-Way match at Evolution, and because they weren't pinned, they just get this. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Now, there are some interesting storylines going on in this match. Roxanne and Raquel are really coming together as a team, while Liv Morgan is out with her injury, and Charlotte and Alexa are also coming together as a team. They're not friends, they're partners of convenience, but they're slowly starting to build camaraderie and a friendship with each other. We all know where this is ending, with one of them turning on each other, and it'll probably be Alexa Bliss turning on Charlotte, because for some reason we got to make Charlotte Flair as a face happen, and it's probably going to happen because Alexa's probably just going to go and join the Wyatts. So, or Or I could see Charlotte turn on Alexa because Charlotte's just that person. But this should be a fine match. When you have Roxanne, Perez, and Charlotte Flair in the ring, magic happens. They are just that damn good at what they do. Knowing the WWE, I could very much see them putting the belts on Charlotte and Alexa. I don't want that to happen. Even though I don't want it to happen, it's probably going to happen. We've been building up Roxanne and Raquel, and you know what? I'm going to stick with them to retain here. I think it's too early to put the belts on Charlotte and Alexa. They will win the belts, but right now the Judgment Day have to continue holding all of the gold. So take the Judgment Day to retain here. Then we have our celebrity match: Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. And I will give credit where credit is due. Jelly Roll has been good here. He's been training. He's clearly been putting in the work, and the help with by being here with Randy and Drew has really helped. And Logan Paul is being the delusional guy here, talking about, we don't like when outsiders come into our business. But Logan Paul's kind of just good at this, and Jelly Roll is not backing though after being attacked on was that Jimmy Kimmel when Jelly Roll was the guest host, right? We got a tag match, so this is going to be fun. Celebrities don't lose. Look, Jelly Roll already quoted Claymore. He took that really well. So I like the face team to win here. Randy Orton is going to win. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are both going to win, and it's just going to be a really good time. So it'll be fun. And then we have the WWE Women's Championship on the line, as Tiffany Stratton will be defending against Jade, Cargill, and after Naomi cashed in and won the Women's World Championship at Evolution, this match has lost all of its luster. This match might have the weakest build out of every single match on this card. Jade gets this match because she won the Queen of the Ring at Night of Champions, and look, she defeated Naomi at Evolution, so here we are. There's no heat on this match at all. Now, since Naomi is now the Women's World Champion, I don't think Jade's winning. You took away the most interesting part of this match. You just did, and I'm just gonna go with Tiffany Stratton because give her another big win to solidify this reign. It's just got to go really go down like that. And lastly, our main event for night one: Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is another match that doesn't have any real heat to it. That's what happens when you run a big pay-per-view right after some major shows, and that's what we have here. Gunther is taking on CM Punk. Now, we funny thing is, we found out this match was originally scheduled for SummerSlam, and now it's here. So again, this is another match that doesn't have any heat, and that's okay. Do you make the switch and have CM Punk win? That's probably the biggest question here. I'm not so sure. Like, at some point he's going to win the world championship. I just don't see it happening right now. And Punk got this match by winning a gauntlet on Raw, which was really should have been won by Braun Breaker, but I digress. So that's how we got here. And it's okay to give us this, but like, Gunther's a monster. Punk is ready for the monster. That's about it. So, yeah. Who wins? Gunther. His reign kind of just got started after defeating Jay. So we'll go with Gunther to beat Punk here. There's no heat for this match, so I kind of just don't care. Sorry. We move over to night 2, and this, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, will be the best match on the card. I am talking about the 6-team, 6-way tables, ladders, and chairs match, with the Wyatts defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Andrade and Fenix, Fraxiom, and the Street Profits. And I think the WWE learned their lesson, because let's be honest, outside of the women's triple threat match for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania, the other great best match of that entire weekend was the TLC match that went down on SmackDown. And it's time the titles get defended on the big card once again. Because of the TLC match, anything can happen. Absolutely anything can happen. All I know is it's going to be a car wreck. It's going to be a train crash. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff, and I am all here for it. I'm just going to go with the Wyatts to win here. They've been a catalyst to get the SmackDown Tag Team division rolling again, and I very much like that. So take the Wyatts to win here. Then we have Dominic Mysterio defending the Intercontinental Championship against the phenomenal AJ Styles. And AJ has been trying to get this match, and Dom has been ducking. AJ talking about he's hurt, he's this, he's that, and he's got a doctor's note. Well, AJ brought out his comedic chops and finally got his match by pretending to be a security worker and a medical worker and a valet and a janitor, and just been stalking Dirty Dom. But here we are. Dom got the upper hand after AJ got a win over Dom and the Judgment Day on Raw. So the rules of opposite momentum right now is pointing into the favor of AJ Styles. The Judgment Day just got all of the gold. I'm also watching Collision, and Kyle Fletcher just went through a tape after doing a suicide dive. So again, is it too early to take the championship off of them? You've been building up into this. Finn's been great as a leader, and the Judgment Day has been benefiting with Liv out and Finn in charge. I can see Dom getting another major win by hook or crook. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a solid match, entertaining for sure. I'm going to go with the Dirty Dom to retain here. Then we have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, with Solo defending the United States Championship against his cousin. And this is another look. This bloodline stuff goes back years, and we're essentially here at this point with the animosity being built up between Solo and Jacob. And Solo's backed by MFTs, faked the car crash, and Solo's and Jacob's only really backed up by Jimmy. So, you know, who comes out the victor? This match is also going down in a steel cage. That's supposed to keep everybody out. It's not going to keep everybody out. Jacob Fatu is a star. He is a star. I expect big things, great things for him. So he's not winning here. The MFT, the thing we know is that damn numbers game. That is what's ultimately, helps Solo. So I'm going to go with Solo Sikoa to win here. Then we have another match that has really good heat around it. Becky Lynch defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Lyra Valkyrie. I'm so happy this match is going down with the championship being defended. There's a stipulation: if Becky wins, Lyra can no longer challenge Becky for the championship, and this will be a no DQ, no count out last chance match, obviously, because like I said, Lyra can't challenge Becky if Becky wins. This goes back to Becky jumping Bayley, stealing the match at WrestleMania, then winning the tag team titles, then losing the tag team titles, then turning on Lyra, and then taking the Women's Intercontinental Championship from her. If you've listened to the Rhea Ripley show last week, you would have heard that I said the one thing you cannot do is to keep relying on Becky to elevate people. And Becky's just great at this. By putting Lyra in this feud, you have not only opened up Lyra creatively. She's gotten her voice. She's found her voice. Putting the championship on Becky has elevated that championship. And the wild card is, where does Bayley fit in all this? Bayley is dejected. She missed WrestleMania. Now she's missing SummerSlam. Does she cost Lyra this match? That, ladies and gentlemen, that I can see, because I don't think we got the triple threat match yet, to the best of. Oh no, we got the triple threat match at Evolution, but it's not over. Like, you can go so many ways with this. You can have Lyra win and feud with someone else, maybe feud with Bayley again. You can have Bayley go and feud with Becky. Like, there's so many ways you can go with this. This is probably the one match where I'm not sure of the winner. Just because the feud has been really, really good. But when that stipulation of long as someone so-and-so is the champion, if you lose, you can't challenge me again, that means they're probably going to win. So I'm going to take Lyra Valkyrie to win this match and become a 2-time Women's Intercontinental Champion. Then we have the Women's World Championship match, triple threat match with Naomi defending against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And like I said, we might have a Rhea Ripley problem, because once again, she's in another Women's World Championship match. But we're here because, one, Naomi cashed in and won during the Io and Rhea Ripley match, but also, once again, Rhea has not beaten Io Sky. Like, Rhea wants to say that Liv is her forever rival. It might be Io Sky, because she just can't beat Io. This is going to be a really, really good match. Will it be as good as the triple threat match at WrestleMania? I don't know. But you swap out Bianca for Naomi, you still got Rhea and Io. It's going to be a fantastic match, because Io's like the best wrestler on the planet. It's too early to take the championship off of Naomi. And you got to build towards Clash in Paris, because that's where Stephanie Vaquera gets her championship match after winning the Battle Royal at Evolution. It's just too soon to take the belt off of Naomi. She has been a house of fire since becoming this crazy heel woman. She's just been great, and you can't take the belt off of her right now. It sucks, but Rhea is not going to be Io again, but Naomi is just too good in this role right here. So take Naomi to retain. And lastly, the undisputed WWE Championship, as John Cena will be defending against Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes in a street fight, and this is the WrestleMania rematch. WWE street fights are kind of just boring after seeing street fights in other companies. But at the end of the day, this is the John Cena retirement tour. Will he lose? And that's always the top question. Cena beat Cody at WrestleMania, and he still has one plan, that is to walk away with the championship. Okay, he's defended it, he has retained, and Cody wants to get it back. So how are things fitting in here? Who gets involved? Here's my thing. Well, Dustin Rhodes just died. He took a tombstone power driver on. Oh, he kicked out. Lord, sorry. Back to SummerSlam. I just don't see. Look, yes, the retirement tour has been a little bit lackluster, but Cena's done well to equip himself. Cody's going to get the belt back, but I'm not so sure it's going to be from John Cena. I'm just not sure about it. I don't have a lot of faith in that, because of the street fight stipulation. That ultimately means there could be some shenanigans for Cena to retain here. And you know what? I'm going to go with John Cena to retain the undisputed WWE Championship. Sucks, but I think there's a little bit more meat left on the bone for these stories. So one more time, night one, I got Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Kross. I got Bron and Bronson defeating Roman and Jade. I got the Judgment Day retaining the women's tag team championships. I got championship. I have Randy and Jelly Roll defeating Drew and Logan Paul. I got Tiffany Stratton defeating Jade, Cargill, and I got Gunther defeating CM Punk, retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. On night two, I have the Wyatts retaining the WWE Tag Team Championship in a six-pack ladder match. I got Dom defeating AJ, retaining the Intercontinental Championship. I got Solo defeating Jacob, retaining the United States Championship. I got Lyra defeating Becky to win the Intercontinental Championship. I got Naomi defeating Rhea and Io to retain the Women's World Championship. And lastly, I got John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes to retain the undisputed WWE Championship. But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't finished the August schedule just yet. We will be getting there at some point. I'll probably get it uploaded today, so be on the lookout on Instagram. But check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And as always, Anna J, Willa Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Bailey, Isla Dawn, Priscilla Kelly. Holla at your boy. Peace.